going on, guys? So I'm sorry it's really windy today. So I just came out here about 3 minutes ago. Just got the laptop set up so that I can flash a new file from Frank on here following last night's horrible test drive. The car didn't want to accelerate or anything. Frank is suspecting a hardware issue, but we're going to see what we can do here with this new log. Holy shit, this wind is ridiculous. Losing my battery cover. So we'll see what we can do here with this last flash. Yeah, I mean, I know that my timing marks look good, so I don't really know what's going on. My intake cam was off, but I fixed that, and the car wasn't even able to start when that intake cam was off by a tooth, and now it's idling fine, but it drives horribly. Even though I did this engine swap and I've rigged a lot of stuff together myself, I still feel like I'm a beginner. So I'll leave it to Frank to guide me to see what to fix. And yeah, guys, don't judge me too hard on this. I'm gonna reroute that to the back with a IE PCV block off plate here and run a proper, like a nice boost tap off of that to inside the car. Yeah, so I do need to top that off a little bit. So let's get this in there. It feels so horrible that I do think it's something hardware. Hopefully it's a simple hardware fix and it's not like a problem with the bottom end, not having enough compression or something like that. Yeah, let's see how this flash is going. I have this on here just so my battery doesn't die. I've been having some trouble with that race battery. Let's see here, we are still on block 1. So, and just in case it has trouble starting, I'm gonna bring this up here so I can jump it if need be. So I should be able to just fire it up. Idling fine. Log of the idle. I'm just gonna try to pull it back and pull it forward a couple times. I should be able to tell just from doing that, and I should be able to give him a couple decent logs. So let's see what we got here. I'm gonna go close the hood. It doesn't want to rev. As soon as I'm in gear, it doesn't want to rev. And now it's knocking. See, that's weird. It doesn't want to rev now. Nope. Not happy now. Now it's starting to run a little bit choppier. Oh, I'm gonna shut it off. Alright, so this is the only fault code that I have. Sorry, I know the GoPro isn't great with small little things like this, but so it says crankshaft position, camshaft position, correlation, bank 1, sensor A. I don't know, I'll see what Frank has to say with this, but I'm pretty sure this means that either my timing is incorrect. I'm gonna pull the upper timing cover off so that I can look at my timing marks and just make sure that it didn't somehow skip timing. I'll have to pull the valve cover off to make sure that my intake cams didn't somehow jump timing. And if all is good on both of those fronts, then I'll pull off the cam cover, which is gonna have to come off either way, and start replacing things. So let's get this to top dead center. All right, so with that timing mark down there lined up, it's hard to see this on camera. I might go grab my other camera right now, actually. So let's grab this camera, show you guys what I'm seeing. This video is going to be annoying to edit because I'm going to have to pull files from 2 different cards. So right down there you see my timing mark. See if we can get that to focus down there. There you can see the marks, kind of. The smudge in front of the white mark is the arrow. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Up here, the cam timing mark looks beautiful. That's exactly where it should be. Definitely no issue on the belt side. So I don't need to take the belt back off and retension it. So it's definitely a good thing. So next, I'm going to inspect the cam timing again, even though I just redid that. No, actually before I do that, let's pull this little adjuster off and take a look at that, see how that guy looks. So now I can take those tiny little screws out. One right there, one right there. Pop this guy out since I'm gonna be replacing it anyway, since it has this, this broken connector piece. And hopefully this thing's all sludged up and I'll just be like, all right, there's my problem. But I'm sure I won't be that lucky. So it is snowing. Trying not to let my whole bay get wet. So I conveniently found this piece of plastic, bubble wrap. This is totally accidental. Like I saw that there were holes in it and I decided to work with it. I was like, hell yeah. Now I can do my work and keep the rest of my stuff dry. Well, my solenoid looks great. Like it doesn't look sludged up at all. It looks like there's fresh oil in there. It looks like there's good flow going through there. So, I mean, this, I wouldn't say this would be the issue, but like I said, I already have another one of these and it has the connector on the top still intact. So I'll swap this guy out. Thankfully I didn't lose my screws and they didn't strip out. Next is going to be inspecting the cam timing. So I'm going to pull the valve cover off. Okay, I got the cam housing off. There's some mysterious thing on this. I don't know what it is. This thing, I don't know what the hell this is. It's like wax paper. That was in my engine. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. So that's on like the fuel pump side. That would be right underneath the lobe right there. Let me see what this area is where this like wax paper looking thing is. Because that I don't really like the look of. And it's hard to see in here. But there appears to just be fresh oil in there, no sludge. I mean, there really shouldn't be any sludge. That my I change my oil very frequently. Let's take a look here. So that piece of wax paper stuff would be in between here and here. So it would have been like pretty much contacting the chain, which is odd. Again, I don't know where it came from or what it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this adjuster off and I'm just gonna replace everything. I'm just gonna replace the tensioner and the chain, and then I'll replace the solenoid as well. And hopefully that does it. If that doesn't do it, then it could be the cam sensor, which is over here. That's the only thing I don't have a replacement of. That's because I thought that Thomas was sending me that because he referred to the solenoid as the sensor. Yeah, so that's the cam adjustment solenoid or cam adjuster solenoid. And then the one over here is just like the cam sensor, like cam position sensor. Technically either one could cause this code. So again, when taking out this bolt, if you've seen me do it previously, I'm gonna grab my heat gun, heat that up, and then hit it with my impact to minimize the risk of shearing off the teeth on that bolt. All right, so I'm switching back to the GoPro because I'm trying to just crank out this work, and it'd be easier just record it as I get to still work with both of my hands. Fingers crossed that this works as well as it did last time. Whew, I think it worked. Yes, it did. Beautiful. No sheared teeth. There you can kind of see how it's bent to the side a little bit. That may actually not be a problem. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Oh wait, no, it is pretty bad. See that? I can replace this guy. Looks like it's like cracked. Looks like that piece is cracked. See, I'm replacing this guy, and I'm replacing the chain, and I'm replacing the tensioner. Replacing everything on this side other than the cams. So I can pull this guy off as well. And then this guy and that guy. Then I just gotta get my 3 T30s holding in the tensioner, and then I can start reassembling. So here's the newer tensioner. That piece is solid and it doesn't move. So I'll go grab my new tensioner, my new bolts, and throw those in. Let's get bolt number 1 in place. All right, tensioner's on. Got my chain here, new chain. Guess I can compare it to the old chain just to make sure that old one wasn't stretched. I don't think it was, but do a little comparison just for the hell of it. So we got new on the left. The old one looks like it's either identical or, yeah, it's pretty much identical, but whatever. Replacing it anyway, just replacing everything. And grab my adjuster right here. And I have a new bolt back there somewhere. So now that that's fully seated onto the onto the cam, I'm gonna put my bolt in place and just stick it on there and just go through a couple rotations just to bring it back to top dead and see if this cam looks like it's correct. All right, so let's rotate this around twice, get it back to top dead. Oh wow, I'm like pretty much on the dot. Yeah, it's pretty much perfect. All right, now let's look at the cam. I think it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. It's about 1 tooth advanced. I will mark them and get that fixed. So hopefully this did it. Let's look at this one last time. Hopefully, if I was off by a whole tooth, it would either look like that, which it definitely doesn't, or it would look like that, which it definitely doesn't. So got that timed right, which is good. Here's my new bolt, and I can properly torque that guy. Well, the specialty tool just broke. Man. Probably should have warmed this thing up too. Well, hopefully no metal shards got it. Looks like for the most part it was a clean break. Dude, that's unreal. Yeah, I don't see any shards in there, but I mean, I got the full torque spec on it. Then right after that, I let go. Dude, that's unreal. This whole cam adjuster situation just sucks. Thought the bolt broke. Did not think that this thing broke. Get a new gasket out, and I'll go get the cam cover, which did look pretty good, by the way. Like I was saying, didn't look like there's any sludge or like plugged up oil holes. Everything looks cool. I don't know, man. Something was up. We'll see. So let's get that guy in place. Well, fast forward a couple hours and I have everything installed again. Everything's torqued down. All my connectors are back in place. I'm good. Oh shit. It's a good thing I was doing last little check here because my diverter valve is not in yet. Let's let it prime. There we go. Fell off?
No, reposition.
Kind of has that sound again. It's kind of doing the thing again, where it kind of sounds not smooth.
Is it up to operating temp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I can see my reverse lights on. Man, idiot. Got my wheel chocks back there. Now my parking brake's on. I'm just being an idiot. Now I got my parking brake on.
Oh, it's all right.
I think I'm just nervous.
Slow down.
words right now, guys. I'm so psyched. I just don't even have words. That was amazing. That was amazing. 1.6 miles. Whew. Man, that felt good. That felt really good.